All right, so this is actually the Arsenal versus Real Madrid preview, and yes, it's going to be a very, very, very tough match, very, very tough encounter. Already, let's talk about the Arsenal side. Now they've not really been good, somewhat, in the Premier League. Mikel Arteta having to bench a couple of players. They are real star players. Good a thing. They do have Bukayo Saka back as well. Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard, Martinelli. Thomas Partey, Jurgen Timber. All these guys did not start. You understand? And then they had a draw against Everton. However, it shows that they do have one eye at this very, very important match. Yes, I know that this Arsenal side, there's no Champions League to their, belt. And then for the Real Madrid side as well, they've not really been on somewhat of a good form. Real Madrid has actually been banking too much of individual brilliance, and that's talking about Kylian Mbappe and Jude Bellingham. I think pretty much everything good that comes out from this Real Madrid side is always centered around them. This season, yes, I know that there's Vinicius Junior doing his bit, but we all know that this season Vinicius Junior has not really been the Vinicius Junior of last season, or the Vinicius Junior, the Real Madrid Vinicius Junior. I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about. So it's not going to be an easy game for both parties. As I said, it's a good thing that these guys are actually back for the Arsenal side. However, they're not playing with the top nine. And one thing about this Real Madrid side is they will give you chances to score. They will give you chances to score. Now, the question is, can Arsenal take pretty much all their chances? Because I am very sure that when it comes to creating these chances, Arsenal will be able to do it. I am very, very certain when it comes to creating these chances, Arsenal will do it. Okay, imagine if Arsenal had maybe an Erling Haaland or a Victor Osimhen or one very good striker. It shouldn't have been. We would have been saying something like Real Madrid would probably be like the underdogs or something, honestly speaking, because we all know what Arsenal's problem is. Yeah, we all know that it's actually the attack. The top nine is actually been their problem somewhat. So if Arsenal are going to be able to take their chances, then it's going to be really, really tricky for Real Madrid side. However, the Real Madrid side, as I said, they have, when it comes to that mentally, you know what they can do in the Champions League. Of course, they don't already dare saying at their own. They like saying at their own. Now, this is what Carlo Ancelotti said about, Vinicius Junior. He said, mark my words, Vinicius Junior will have a great game tomorrow. And that's talking about today. And looking at his battle, where does Vinicius Junior, where is he going to play from the left here? And of course, Jurgen Timber is there. And the truth is, Jurgen Timber has actually been one of the very, very outstanding players for Arsenal this season. He has been, but then again, we know the trickery. We know what Vinicius Junior can do on his day. So I'm judging by what Carlo Ancelotti said that he's going to have a great game. So I'm having this feeling that Vinicius Junior would want to go one using life play for that place. You understand? However, I would really like to see the battle between him and Timber, because Timber, so far this season, I think he's been really, really good. He's been decent, even bumping forward. Maybe he might not have the opportunities to really bump forward again because in this match, because we know what Vinicius Junior on his day can do, and it's going to be complete menace. Because if you're having Vinicius Junior in top form, and then you have a Kylian Mbappe as well in top form, it's going to be very, 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 very bad for the Arsenal defense. Now they do have Saliba. And personally, I feel like this season, Saliba has not been better than Gabriel in defense. That's what I think this season. I know he has a calming presence, in the feet orchestrates. They tell the 9BD, they calm people down in terms of the defense, making life look easy and everything. But Gabriel is going to be a very, very huge miss, for this Arsenal side. And then I feel like Kivio does not really have what it takes, you understand me, to cover up, and it's not going to be an easy task for the Arsenal defense, So for that one, Vinicius Junior on his day. And then let's go to the other side. Let's go to the left back position. Of course, Miles Lewis Kelly. Lewis Kelly is one hell of a good player, but I still feel like he has a lot to. You understand? He has a lot to learn in terms of making decisions. You get me? If not, that busting run, going front and everything, he has that. However, who does he come up against? I think he's going to be coming up against Rodrigo. So it's not going to be easy, because Rodrigo is somebody who has been in this competition. He has done something good. I remember against Chelsea, so he understands, he has the mental capability to carry this kind of match. Do you understand me? So going up with Miles Lewis Kelly in this level, I think this is his first ever Champions League quarterfinals, and you're playing against the Real Madrid side who are very good in the competition. So going over a Miles Lewis Kelly, who I feel like is not yet there, but of course, when you see what he's doing, you know that there's a process. Babadi gets there. Do you understand? So I feel like Rodrigo would be able, to beat that man. I feel like when both of them come, 50-50, both of them, I feel like Rodrigo would definitely win the battle, there. So I just give it to the attack. for Real Madrid against the defense. Now in the middle of the pack, Thomas Partey has actually been good as well this season. We know who Declan Rice is. We know who Martin Odegaard is. And good thing, he has a very, very good connection, with Bukayo Saka, and Saka is back. Okay, so we know what this midfield can do. You understand me? I think there's Tchouameni. Tchouameni is not going to be playing. I think Tchouameni. Yeah, I'm hearing talks of David Alaba playing at left back or so. There's no Eder Militao. The whole talks of them trying to bench, to find Rudiger and everything, to give him a one match ban or something. They don't turn him. So definitely Rudiger should be there. I think Asensio should also be there. Yeah, and yeah, is it that one that they are comparing to was Sergio Ramos, should also be there. I think, so the midfield for the Arsenal side is way better. They have a more balanced approach because Thomas Partey has actually been doing his defensive duty very well. Martin Odegaard with the inclusion of Bukayo Saka will also be doing the business as well. Their connection is very, very great. And then of course, you do have Declan Rice, who will definitely be playing like a box-to-box midfielder and who has somewhat been decent throughout the season. Now, for the attack of the Arsenal side, we have Martinelli. Martinelli is showing glimpses of the Martinelli of 2 seasons ago, Abby. Yes, showing glimpses of that. So it looks like he's back or something. And then the left back, the right wing rather, Bukayo Saka, we know already, don't score one goal, so we know what he can do. And then Mikel Merino, who I feel should also be playing the top. Should he? Or maybe Arteta would want to now use Leandro Trossard as top 9, and then Martinelli the left, Bukayo Saka the right. I think that's even what is looking more achievable because, well, Merino has actually been good. Merino has been good. In fact, Arsenal fans, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you want Merino to start in that match, and Merino to start, or you prefer Leandro Trossard start while Martinelli starts from the left? Just let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So finally, I feel like as I said, it's not going to be easy for both parties, but I have the strong feeling that Arsenal will not be losing this match. I don't think Arsenal will be losing this match. I do not think Arsenal will be losing this match. I don't know why, but just let me know your thoughts in the comment section as well as your lineup prediction.